The thing that I think people should know about Operation Lone Star and what has stuck out to me most about it is how complex the system actually is.
Have really come across our border and are going around the United States of America. The top duty of the President of the United States is national security, and Joe Biden has failed at
that. I'm overwhelmed by the brutality, by the racism, by the discrimination, and by the abuse that this system has put in place. And I'm also stunned by how much it is expanding an already abusive criminal legal system in the state of Texas and sweeping up Black people, brown people, mostly in a very violent response to people who are simply coming peacefully after difficult journeys, just asking for a chance.
So many people who are caught in OLS are held in a magistrate hearing, and their bonds are often in the high thousands. And it's shocking to see that this is a new way of siphoning more wealth from different communities. We've seen it locally in the bail reform efforts when we see Black and brown communities, but now we're seeing migrant communities also being exploited through the system. And it's shocking that I saw bonds go up to about $80,000 per person, which is a shocking amount. That's a whole lot of money that can go towards a person's health, a person's living situation, or their family. But no, it's not going towards them, it's going back into the state.
At no point in the process of folks crossing over to being processed, to being detained, is their humanity taken into consideration at all. I knew that, I understood that, and it's another thing to be there and see it and hear folks' stories and see the facilities and watch a trial or watch a magistration and understand that like this stuff makes no sense and it's all serving a greater purpose of dehumanization and racism.
There is a coordinated effort supported by various law enforcement agencies, correctional institutions, for-profit corporations to do absolutely what is necessary in this season to confront these immigrants with incarceration for political gain. And we need better solutions. The reality is we have a broken immigration system. I think we all know that. But because of its brokenness, it's given way to a level of injustice and inhumanity that was more alarming for me than I even thought. Guys, we got to come together. I don't know what that means for you. I know what it means for me. It means sharing my experiences. It means for me to pray about it, but not only pray about it, to be invested in doing everything I can to vote for people who will not continue this type of practice on our board.
Just for some introduction of it.
Yeah, my name is Gage Brown. I grew up here in Bracketville. It's 30 miles east of the border. What it's been for me and what I witnessed it as is police being able to act like immigration enforcement officers without any additional training or without any qualifications for that job. Since Operation Lone Star, the effect of that has been more hiring of police from departments that aren't ours. Different police coming from Galveston or Victoria to patrol a town that they are not familiar with. And just a real explosion of just the numbers of law enforcement in a small town like ours. We've never had high violent crime rate or anything, so we haven't had a police presence like this in our entire history. Since Operation Lone Star, actually, there's been a huge push for enable officers to penalize immigrants for criminal trespass in a more harsh manner, and in a manner that previous people coming from Mexico to work hadn't been subject to before. It's been a very informal part of this economy for people to cross the border and work. That labor is the reason our ranch functioned, and the reason a lot of ranches around here functioned.
At this time, I have reviewed the defendant's affidavit of indigency, and I do find that you are indigent on the alleged charge of criminal trespass. And having found that there is probable cause to believe that you've committed the offense of criminal trespass, charge against you of criminal trespass.
Simplemente venimos a aportar a Estados Unidos nuestra fuerza laboral, venimos a tratar de cumplir nuestros sueños aquí en Estados Unidos, a ayudar a nuestras familias, a nuestros hijos, a nuestros países. El tiempo que estuve preso fueron aproximadamente 5 meses. Actualmente fui arrestado el 18 de octubre del 2021. Estoy el 12 de abril y mi caso aún sigue abierto. No sé si todavía sigo en condiciones de una posible orden de arresto, regresar nuevamente al centro de tortura, o qué va a pasar conmigo. Estoy en un proceso también de inmigración, y eso también me pone en riesgo saber que mi familia está potencialmente en riesgo en mi país, porque vengo a pedir ayuda humanitaria, donde alcé mi voz en mi país y tuve una persecución donde mi vida y la vida de mi familia estuvo en riesgo de muerte y aún está en riesgo de muerte. Y creo que Estados Unidos me garantizaba, por lo que había escuchado, que era un país humanitario, donde extendía la mano a las personas que queremos hacer el bien. Pero lastimosamente, cuando llegué aquí, todo se me oscureció. Esa fue una pesadilla americana donde hubieron torturas, maltratos humanos, desde la alimentación que recibimos en la prisión, desde los oficiales que nos discriminaban, nos golpeaban, nos insultaban todos los días. Es algo que creo que cada persona, cada hombre que vivimos esa experiencia, es una experiencia traumática, que a nadie definitivamente se la deseo. Es una forma de campos de concentración del siglo XXI en Estados Unidos. ¿Se pueden permitir eso en tierras americanas, torturar a humanos injustamente? Digo injustamente porque solo queremos venir a Estados Unidos a cumplir un sueño americano. Sabemos que es una tierra prometida donde todo se cumple, donde todo se permite, donde todo se puede si venimos a trabajar honradamente. Pero se nos quita nuestro sueño de ser hispanos. Y solo por ser hispanos, nuestro color de piel, nuestro acento español, se nos va a discriminar. Creo que podemos poner un alto, y ustedes que pueden hacer eso, decir un alto a la persona Lone Star, un alto al H20, un alto a la HB7, por favor.
The people who are most concerned with immigration right now and are making it like the world is ending because we're having more people move to the US, that is such a first world problem. They're just scared of the potential of losing the power that they have in this country and being outnumbered. And that's not a real issue. We need to remind people what an issue is.
You see them profiting using, the holding facilities that they want to continue building and, increasing and putting folks in. They profit off that. A lot of these these carceral systems, it allows for private, companies to profit from it.
It's going to kill us all. It's going to kill everything we've ever known this place to be.
It's very scary as opposed to safe, because we know that some of these troopers, they have immunity. They're not held accountable to what they do. We don't need more troops. We don't need more guns. We don't need more eyes in our street or on our people, right? We need those funds to go to the community, into actual community investment in public health, public education, infrastructure.
Water conservation, that's a huge issue right now. Counties, just a couple counties over, are already running out of water. Health care is a huge one too. We don't have a dentist office and we don't have specialists here, so they have to travel 2 hours to get both of those services. People here who have been undiagnosed for health conditions that they have, who are struggling, but they don't see the access anywhere. A lot of people don't even consider healthcare, even though they're in dire need of it, because they know it doesn't exist for them. Our school as well has a lot of trouble retaining teachers and staff. Encouraging people to believe their own intuition and believe in their own dignity and fight for that dignity, because it is being taken away. I think just to work on understanding together what this all implies and to think through, if we just continue on the path we're going, what does that mean for all of us?
Un poco de reflexión sobre lo que están haciendo. Y ustedes, de cierta forma, siempre he considerado que no es el silencio, no es la maldad de los malos, sino el silencio de los buenos. Si nosotros los buenos nos quedamos callados, ¿quién va a alzar la voz?